Test, test, test. Okay, cool. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to NJCAAE Esports, the live stream on the YouTube channel. Today we got some wonderful games of Mario Kart for you. I am Alex Belcher, and with my co-caster, the lovely
Brandon Kent. Hello, everyone. Today we got Roby. He's on the top of your screen, and Coben's gonna be on the bottom. But Roby, in the national tournament, going up against Bones.
Yeah, Bones from Iowa Western right now. This is going to be the first round of the Premier Season national postseason.
Roby, of course, making it to the finals, getting the bracket reset in the regional round.
Some beautiful stuff. He unfortunately did end up losing that bracket reset, but since he made it to the top two, he was able to participate regardless.
Yeah, we got Donkey Kong Mountain.
It's our first pick. Now, I love me some DK Mountain here. There's some pretty big skips come up ahead, specifically on this right section.
Roby snagging that double item box away from Bones. Bones taking that little shortcut, but he's not gonna have any items. Roby missing that green shell. See if it can rebound.
It barely dodges him though, thank goodness. It was almost looking really dire. He tosses the red shell, but the sound horn activates and messes them both up. Neither of them can go for the cut.
Roby avoiding that cut. I think Bones tried to go for the cut, but fell down into that pit.
It did seem like it, but regarding Bones was able to recover very quickly, so I don't know if that was entirely the case. But going into lap 2, Roby's got a pretty solid lead right here. Not a lot of good offensive coverage here.
Looking behind him, trying to see what Bones has as a item, not going to be able to see what item he has.
Not just, yeah, but...
Looks like he had a banana that he threw forward.
Oh, yeah, but that's not going to do a lot as Roby's just speeding on by. He goes for the mountainside skip. Here we go. What a maneuver. I think we saw Bones do that earlier as well and just couldn't see it, as direct since it's not.
Yeah.
Here we go, slipping and sliding.
Gonna go for the gap jump here.
3, 2, 1, and he makes it, soaring through the sky. Bones is gonna look to do the follow-up, and he also makes it.
Bones had a bomb. Looks like he threw it forward, trying to hit Roby over that fence, but not able to hit.
Didn't make any ground, but here we are on lap number 3. The final few moments here, folks. Let's see what's going to happen. Roby's got a pretty good item set right now. Now the coin, obviously.
Coin, not the exact thing you want.
But we got that banana. Who's going to trap the double here?
Gonna exchange that coin banana for another coin and a green shell.
Yeah, and that does give Roby a bit more offensive coverage here, just in case Bones has something cooking up in the back. Gonna ditch the coin, try and get another defensive item, and he does. He gets a sound horn.
That's gonna be really good.
The gap cut is made. Bones is right on his tail.
But Roby has this huge lead. He's gonna take game number 1 on the Donkey Kong Mountain.
That's what we love to see. Oh, Bones got a red shell in the last second. Just unfortunate.
Yeah, just didn't get it in time. Corbin currently doing time trial on Grumble Volcano.
Yeah, I believe he's still waiting for Heartland's Scarlet Rose to join the lobby. A bit of an oopsie. They did schedule the match for 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
2 hours later from right now, and round 2 happens at 6. So we kind of
need to do
this
that one
first
before.
round match before we could do anything else. But yeah. While we've got Corbin just grinding out some Grumble Volcano, we have Roby once again going to Ribbon Park, it seems.
Ribbon Road.
Oh, is it Ribbon Road? What's Ribbon Park? Is that that's the peach one, right?
There is no...
Is there no Ribbon Park? What am I thinking of?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I'm crazy. I'm insane. But anyways, Ribbon Road. Look, dude, the toads.
Little cute, like, toy
toads from Donkey Kong versus Mario.
Roby gonna get a burnout at the beginning of this race. Not that huge of a deal on this track, as it is a baggage playing from behind, getting those mushrooms.
Yeah, therefore you gotta assume it's all within his intention here. Gonna look to fish for some strong items on the end of this track. Gonna burn this mushroom here and get another double item box. We're gonna get a shroom and a horn.
Burn through the shroom. Bones looks like he fell off there. Which he did.
He did, yeah. That's actually really good for Roby here. He's gonna keep on that horn. I think that's a smart play.
Yeah, both competitors not choosing to take that second part of the shortcut.
Yeah, Roby just had like a bad line.
Just playing it safe, and of course, Bones just fell off.
He figured but now like the fear factor's in his head. What if I miss the second one? Then I'm even farther behind.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's figuring to play it safe, which I think is a good idea.
Roby out here with a okay-ish lead. Has a super horn and a coin. Gonna have to burn the super horn to avoid the red shell.
He's gonna look to take the cut here, and he does it flawlessly this time. Bones not trying to do it again, but he does get hit with a red shell, but it's fine and dandy.
Yeah, Roby took that double shortcut. Bones is in first place. Roby gonna bonk on the side.
Down. That's so unfortunate.
Gonna have to use the shroom on the shortcut. And Bones has built up a solid lead after the unfortunate mistake from Roby.
Let's see how Roby is going to react coming up on this final lap here. Getting a Fireflower, not useful. We're gonna burn it right away and trying to get something from the double item box coming up. Here we go. What are we gonna get?
Triple bananas and a boomerang. Gonna dump the bananas off. Gonna have to take the shortcut as Bones also took the shortcut.
Now this boomerang could be vital in these last few moments. He's gonna look to toss it. Actually fish for something else here. It's another boomerang.
Green shell boomerang. Green shell sniper at the end. Nope. Bones looking to take game 2, and he does. Series tied up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, both team players making minor mistakes here. We had Bones missing that first shortcut on near the climax of the track, and then we had Roby unfortunately balking at the end of the glider section, you know, but I think that glider section had way more impact near the end of the game. So it did unfortunately cost Roby there. But now Roby gets to pick what track we go to next.
He does, and we'll see what Roby gets to choose. He's choosing Super Bell Subway.
Okay. We're going to the subway here.
Going to New York City.
New York's cool. It's okay.
It's okay.
Have you been to New York? I feel like you
No.
have. You haven't?
No.
I have, actually. It's pretty cool. It's definitely, capitalism, but... Dude, that's like Ryan Erickson!
Dude,
Ryan Erickson!
Shout out to Ryan Erickson.
Shout out Ryan Erickson!
Anyways, Roby starting in second place on this track. Going to get the second item box. Let's see what item he gets. It's a shroom.
There is a mushroom cut at the end of this course. I doubt he would save it till that part, but there's also all these like little gravel sections that he could look to use the mushroom to skip past.
Yeah, Bones has that green shot on the look to. He doesn't go for the double item box.
Yeah, he knows he doesn't need to. He's better off holding on to that green shell for some well secure defense here.
Yeah, Roby holding on to this shroom for this final shortcut.
And he makes it, and he secures a first place. Oh my god, they're right neck and neck right now. Some tight drifts. They're both right next to each other. Bones barely able to sneak past. Ooh, the banana snipe!
The banana snipe from Roby. Roby gonna take the lead, pops the coin to get the double item box. He's saving the clip. He gets a coin and banana here.
That banana is going to be useless in defense, but we gotta look to get rid of this coin soon in case we get a boot. But he's stuck on the gravel now. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, Roby gonna dump these items off. Gonna get a banana and a red shell.
Yeah, but that triple green defense is really good for Bones right now. There's no way Roby can really stop it. He's gonna fish for something else though. Bones tosses one out.
So it does open up an opportunity for Roby to throw the red shell. It hits one of the green shells. Roby gonna hit him with the super horn.
Gonna slide into the super horn. Roby's got a green shell for defense. That red shell's not doing anything right now.
Roby picking up the double item box, a coin and banana, pops the coin immediately, uses the banana as defense.
Look how far away Bones is, but it's still anyone's game right now.
Bones probably gonna have a mushroom for this final shortcut around the final turn. Roby gonna take game number 3, going up 2-1 in the set.
Yeah, some well-used items there are gonna secure Roby a 2-1. We're still in it, folks. Is it still best of 4? Do you know?
7.
Or best of 7? Sorry, first of 4 is what I meant.
Yeah.
Apologies. But yeah. First of 4, Roby up 2-1.
Hey, look, he's halfway there. He just needs to
there.
get close out the set with some good races. We'll see where Bones chooses to take us for the next race. Looking at maybe a track in the Blue Shell Cup.
I don't recall what the cup. There is a cup list. It's an acorn.
We're going to Piranha Plant Cove.
I see. Now there are also some pretty mighty skips on this track, similar to like the DK Mountain stuff.
Yeah, the bunch of water physics. You can like float in the water and like
you can skip over some pretty chunky portions.
Yeah, take really tight corners with the water physics.
Yeah, and I'm sure both players are more than aware of those cuts, so I'm sure we're gonna see them in this upcoming race. But here we go. Piranha Plant Cove begins. To pick up a coin at the beginning here, not super high. Bones does have a green shell.
Yeah, I personally would rather have the coin than the green shell at the beginning of Piranha Plant Cove. Roby gonna be hit with the green shell, but I would rather have that coin than the green shell because coins on this map are spread out.
Oh, like super
pretty much
scarce?
Yeah.
So it's really hard to get coins? That's interesting. Okay.
Like sets of 1.
Ooh, that's pretty brutal, yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to pick up another one here. He's got this red shell. Probably going to look to pop it right about now so he can pick up another item. There we go. Going for the corner cut yet again.
He's going to have a mushroom, so if he lands in the off-road, he can rebound with it.
Which he does. Trying to gain back the momentum he lost from the accidental trail. Play a bit aggressive with those green
Who's
shells.
gonna hit the green shell snipe?
The 5-year prediction on that play was insane.
Roby holding onto these 2 green shells in first place. Really good item for first place because it's double protection. And then you still have that back pocket item. He does have a coin in that spot though.
Yeah, which would mean that if the green shells do get burned, he would have no defense for whatever Bones is cooking in the back. We got another cut here thanks to the wonderful water physics. Looking to do some slip and slide action right about now, dodging the thwomps. Bones is so far away. Look how far back he is.
Yeah, don't know if he landed out of bounds on one of those shortcuts or just like got blocked by the thwomp.
But yeah, it was something. It's mighty unfortunate. But here we go, lap 3. My favorite part about Piranha Plant Clove is that it's not all just one track, like
Yeah,
looping
it's
tracks.
it's the different sections, but Roby holding strong with this lead, about a solid 2 seconds, I would say.
In front, I would agree.
Yeah, just holding on to these final 2 green shells of the triple greens.
I think
Heading into these final turns, Roby going to look to go up 3-1.
Yeah, but I
And
think
he
that
will.
is it. Yep, the 3-1 for Mr. Roby Widener. Good stuff, good stuff. We've got one more victory in our pocket. Let's see if we can wrap this up now. But meanwhile, we still do have Corbin here with us, but he is he's still awaiting his first round match.
Still waiting. So
I don't know if the league ever changed his match time, but it doesn't seem like it. So we are still stuck here waiting. Oh, they're gonna play at 5:20. So once Roby's done, we'll hop over to some Corbin action for you folks. But yeah,
they're gonna start here in about 5 minutes.
Sorry, I thought we were already
Anyways,
going.
going to Neo Bowser City.
I love New Bowser City. Oh my god,
What a nice, cool track.
I love the atmosphere. Just the
It's-
dark, stormy day.
Yeah, on like this futuristic city.
Yeah, with all the neon lights. Look how cool it is, man.
Dude,
The
so cool.
Tribones! Dude, that's my goat.
Dude, yeah, Bowser's minions are just here to take place and watch. How do you think the paratroopers are flying in this rainy weather?
I don't know. I feel like we definitely messed with their wings a little bit. But anyways, we got the match starting. We unfortunately getting his item box stolen by Bones. Bones is going to look for an offensive green shell, but he's not going to hit anything.
Roby throws that red shell out, but to no avail as Bones does have the protection. Roby now has that shroom in second place, going to look to drive through some of the off-road with this shroom.
Yeah, this is a big cut coming up here. Let's take a look at this. Skadoosh, and we're soaring right into first place. What a maneuver.
Roby having that green shell, Bones not going to have that red shell as he was in first place, not going to have that chance of having the red shell.
Yeah, not really a lot of offensive items for him as he was in first place, but now he's got a good chance to get something nasty from Mr. Widener here. But I think Roby will be fine. He is the GOAT.
Bomb!
Oh, what a bomb!
A bomb from downtown!
I take it all back. I was a fool.
And now it looks like Bones has a red shell in first place.
Toss it behind. That's brutal.
Bones playing super aggressive. Roby gonna get double shrooms, gonna take this shortcut, make up some of that time he lost.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to bring it all back. Then use that second red mushroom right about here. A boomerang could be useful, but I think Bones is just too far away right now.
Roby gonna get rid of those first 2 throws, gonna throw it up here at the double item box, gonna break on the wall.
Very unfortunate. Banana's not what we need right now.
Bones out on a massive lead. Banana Shroom not gonna cut it right here unless Roby pulls some miracle off, which isn't looking likely. Does have a Shroom, does have a red shell, but
Bones is
no.
too far away.
Bones taking race number 5.
Yep, now 3 and 2, apologies. Bones just needs 2 more race wins in order to bring this back from Roby's nose. But, I still have faith in our little Robster. I think he's gonna bring it back here.
It is his track pick, so we'll see which one he chooses. Maybe Big Blue.
Maybe we're gonna close out the
Bell Cup.
The Bell Cup. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty thematic. But no, we're going to
Rainbow Road.
Yeah, Rainbow Road Mario Kart 8 Edition. Okay. This one is always one of like the more middling Rainbow Roads for me. I didn't really. It's cool.
Not the best, not the worst.
No, I think Wii's my least favorite one. Honestly, I don't like Wii. It's okay. Maybe I have a wrong opinion, but whatever. Here we are on 8 Rainbow Road. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Good boost at the beginning. Both players going for the same item box, but Roby secures a retro at the beginning. Bam! Gonna knock Bones off his feet in this early section of the race.
Yo, Roby gonna use that retro to build a little bit of a lead, intentionally not getting that first item box, instead letting Bones get a coin.
That's smart. That's some smart stuff. Speaking of coins, Mr. Roaster does have a coin of his own, holding onto a banana in the back line. Oh, wait, here is the cool skip of this map. Boop. Now we're back on the bottom track.
Just change paths. Gonna drop
a star.
A star, insane.
That is wild.
Bones getting the star in this close of a race.
That's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, he used the glider to his advantage.
I guess, yeah. But yep.
Anyways, Roby still holding on to this lead. He does have a coin.
Yeah, I think Bones pretty much burned all his offensive items right now, so he's not gonna have anything coming up onto this glider section here. He's gonna get something, but we do have some defense of our own with another banana.
Yeah, he has a banana and a coin to his name. Going to probably save it here. Not enough time to get rid of the banana and the coin.
Bones might have fallen off. Did you see that? Or that might have been Giga Lag. I actually can't tell.
No, I think he did fall off, because how else would Roby pull out to this massive lead?
He does have a really big lead right now going into this final lap. Now Bones can get some pretty offensive items, but I think Roby is just gonna. I don't think he cares. I think he's just gonna keep
He's
on
gonna
driving
chill
here.
with this banana and coin in first place.
Trapping the double item box, but Roby doesn't need to recycle here.
Ooh, but Bones hits the banana. He's gonna fall down in the glider. Roby gonna have this massive lead to work with.
His own, but that was Bones' banana he fell for.
Anyways, Roby rounding the final turn of Rainbow Road.
Here we go.
Bones nowhere in sight. Roby gonna take this one.
2 stars. Oh my goodness.
Roby gonna advance on in the national tournament.
Going to round 2, gonna face DC at 6 o'clock here. Good games from Iowa Western, from Roby. Shout outs to everybody involved.
Do not be forgot to shout out. It's Roby's birthday today.
It is Roby's birthday. Oh my god.
Let's get happy birthdays in the chat.
Everyone spread the word. It is Roby's birthday. The world needs to know. Happy birthday, Roby. We love you.
Happy birthday, Roby.
And yeah, well, birthday victory for our D1 player. That's what we love to see.
He's going to move on and play at the 6 o'clock time slot.
Yep, going up against DC from DACC. We'll be covering that action around 6 o'clock. But in the meantime, I think Corbin is just about ready to start. So let's watch some Corbin as I change the overlay. Let me see here. So Brandon, how did you feel about that match? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a good time. Got to cast Roby on his birthday.
Dude, that is, it's a true treat, I have to say. I'm truly so happy that I got to cast him on his birthday. Oh, we do have this. It's just not, we just didn't update it. I see.
Not showing.
It is just not showing. Here, we need to go to here. Switch this to number 2. And there we go. All right, well, now we have Corbin's setup is ready to go. Scarlet Rose has entered the arena here. All right, let's get this round 1 of D2 started. In the meantime, let's take a look and see how the rest of MCC is doing in the championship right now. It seems that our 9th seed, Quincy, aka Luis Valdez, won a 4-1 victory against Caden from Finger Lakes Community College. Good job, Luis. We love me some Luis gaming. Meanwhile, we did see, who's this? John Nell, aka great. Go up against DMG from Lorraine and getting another 4-1 victory. We love to see that. Who else do we got here? I know we got Tess somewhere up in here. We do, yep. Tess getting a 4-0 sweep against Sakura Blossom from Glen Oaks. Good job, Tess. And then now we've got Mr. Corbster here going up against Scarlet Rose. I'm excited to see what Corbin's going to cook up for us tonight.
Yeah, we got the N64 Rainbow Road.
Oh, we're here now. But that's funny. We were just on the other one.
On the other one, we're here on the second of 4 Rainbow Roads in this game, the N64 version.
Well, there's 5 because there's the SNES
Oh yeah,
one,
five. I forget about that one.
Yeah, I also forgot about that one. I was like, wait, no, there's a 5th one, isn't there?
Yeah, but Scarlet Rose out to an early lead. Corbin having this banana, trailing it behind him. Not going to do much with it as of now. Probably going to look to throw it ahead. Yep.
Yeah, and Corbin's got no coins right now, so his top speed's going to be really slow.
Oh, but he's going to hit Scarlet Rose with the green shell, heading into Section 2.
Yeah, that is going to burn some of those coins Rose had while Corbin picks up some of his own. He's still definitely behind in the money-wise, but I think he's going to look to pick up some more here in a second with this other coin, yep.
Yeah, Corbin dodging these chain jumps, following the magical train of toads.
The toad train. And now we're going into lap 3. This course is so fast. Oh my gosh. I feel like we were just here. But a double red shell from Scarlet Rose.
Scarlet Rose going to be able to take that lead, going to look to get the double item box. Corbin popping the coin, getting the double item box for himself as well. Ooh!
What the heck was that? That must have been some lag. I think that
must have been lag. But Corbin falling behind in this race number 1. Going to have quad greens. Just going to back him up.
And there's no more item boxes, meaning Scarlet Rose is going to take N64 Rainbow Road in round 1 here. So Yoshi's just cold face. Oh, no, there he goes. Now he's sad.
Yeah.
I don't like sad Yoshi. It makes me sad.
Make him happy. Let's get a win.
Let's get happy Yoshi on the screen.
Happy Yoshi.
I like happy Yoshi. But yeah, okay, here we go. Going into round numero 2. Corbin's going to take us to some Koopa Cape now. Okay. That's what we like. I do enjoy me some Koopa Cape. Are you a Koopa Cape enjoyer?
I am.
You are? You like the Koopas?
I like the Koopas.
I also like the Koopas.
They're like hop.
Alright, but here we go. Definitely more water or actually it's pretty much land until the final stretch where it's
first half land, second half water.
But yeah, let's see how these players do it.
Corbin going out and taking this early lead, going to have a coin. Scarlet Rose going to have a banana and
instantly trailing it.
Yeah, gets Corbin with that banana.
Yeah, going to knock him back a little bit. Corbin is definitely a little flustered. You can tell I can feel it, man. He's not used to such aggression right now. He's gotten hit in like 4 times in the course of 2 games.
Yeah, Corbin falling behind here a bit, has a mushroom as we head into the underwater portion of the track.
Can you really use mushroom effectively on this map? I feel like you really
can. There's some spots.
There's some stuff, but it's like near like the beginning. So I think we're gonna see it right about here. Oh, he takes the waterfall cut here. Actually does get him a lead, surprisingly.
Yeah, Scarlet Rose opting to take the outside, trilling a green shell. Corbin barely avoiding that green shell.
I think Corbin is saving this mushroom for this cut. Okay, I was actually not expecting that. He caught me off guard.
Ooh, Scarlet Rose gets rid of Corbin's banana with a green shell.
And she's got another one already. Oh my god, they're clanking like crazy. Oh!
Hit Scarlet Rose with the banana.
What a trail! That was so close. Oh my goodness.
Corbin not going for the item box. I think Scarlet Rose did go for the item boxes.
Yeah, that means Corbin's in a good amount of danger right now. He can get hit just about by anything, but he's still looking pretty good. Actually got a pretty decent gap. I'd say like maybe a 1.5 second gap now.
Yeah, Corbin got a coin from the item box. Not exactly what you are looking for per se, but going to take this coin into the rapid section of the track.
Good luck.
Scarlet Rose probably hit a Goomba or something. That lead has grown
Wait,
for
oh my
Corbin.
goodness. Yes, wait, she's so far behind. What happened?
Anyways, Corbin with double protection in first
That's
place,
so
a
huge.
green shell, and a bomb.
Yeah, I think that actually just might be wraps here, folks. Corbin's gonna slide in onto this in victory. Bit of a mix up on the usual like
Yeah.
drift in on the cut, but
Anyways,
you know,
now with the happy Yoshi waving to all his fans out there.
yeah, he's gonna get 1-1 in this set. Now, but it is Scarlet Rose's pick now, so let's see what she's gonna be cooking up for us. I still don't know what the legal tracks are.
I don't either.
I'm kind of an old man. I also don't really have the info, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna go off of reference. We know Cherry's in there, we know Lightning's in there,
Yeah.
and they're gonna go Piranha Plant Slide.
Piranha Plant Slide.
Also in the Lightning Cup. Oh, that's why Corbin's grinding out Grumble Volcano. That makes sense.
Yeah, Piranha Plant Slide, pretty cool track based on the classic level 1-2 from the original Super Mario Bros.
Oh my
game.
god, dude, that's a reference. Don't you love references? I love references.
Yeah, so we're gonna go here, start out lap 1, go into the pipe, down into the level.
Yep, here we go. With a brief rapid section as well.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Scarlet Rose once again getting a minor lead right about now, but Corbin is going to pick up a second place item box with a mushroom. Are there any really good mushrooms? There's one at the
The
end.
one at the end,
Well, he's got to use one of them at some point. And he
Ooh.
does, and he skirts right past Scarlet Rose, who only had a banana for offense.
yeah, Corbin able to stay on the track using the mushroom. Looked like he might have fell off there for a brief moment,
Nah.
but able to stay on.
Now that's my goat. I always believe he's got the techniques, bro. He's always staying on his feet.
Corbin going to take the end of lap shortcut.
That's gonna widen that gap even more, and he's got a banana for defense. That's what we love to see out here. Going into lap 2, Scarlet Rose is pretty far behind now. That mushroom boost really put her in the defense
He
mode.
gave Corbin such a huge lead to work with.
And really threw her off, but let's see how she's going to look to respond here. Corbin does pick up a coin in the back, not what you really want to see here, but we still got this banana for defense, so
Still have this huge lead. Now Scarlet Rose, I would imagine, has a mushroom, so the ability to take a mushroom, the mushroom cut at the end. No, they have double red shells, gonna take the lead. Has a green shell as defense.
I don't know why we burned the banana, but we did. That was an interesting choice for sure. But
Corbin has a mushroom now.
yeah, into lap 3, he's gonna like to maybe do the same thing again. That'd be
That's
kind of crazy.
Double shrooms. Uses one to catch up a bit. Gonna have a green shell as backup. Gonna avoid those bananas and
goodness.
stay on the track.
Well, dude, like I said, he's always on his feet. He never fallen off.
Corbin using a mushroom to make up just a bit more distance.
Yeah, but it is looking pretty scary here. I don't know if it's gonna necessarily be enough. If he gets another mushroom right here, he gets a red shell.
He has Fire Flower,
Yeah, it could be
Ooh,
useful.
but
here.
Scarlet Rose too far ahead to use the Fire Flower. Corbin gonna lose game 3.
All right, yeah, I think that banana toss at the end of lap 2 really cost Corbin the match there. I feel like he was trying to trap it like when you glide into it, but
Yeah.
I think it just would have been the safer play just to hold on to it for the whole time. But it's okay. Corbin is gonna bounce back with a Grumble Volcano pick here. We saw him doing a bit of time trial on this recently, so let's see just how well he's gonna pull this off. I haven't typed in chat yet. Curious.
You're curious.
Curious.
But we're gonna go to Rumble Volcano for race number 4. Just gonna have to tell Scarlet
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
Rose.
now into race number 4. Going to Grumble Volcano. Now this is a very hazardous map for sure.
Mhm.
Lots of pits, lots of just like I mean, there's just a lot of pits. Like, honestly.
A lot of pits. The map does fall apart.
That's true.
In the later laps.
There's like the little fire bouncing guys that show up in the last section of the course.
Volcano starts to erupt.
It's
A lot going on for this track. Corbin going to get the first box, pulls a coin. Scarlet Rose has a red shell.
Unfortunately, yeah, you could see Scarlet Rose slow down intentionally to give Corbin that first item box because she knew she was gonna pick something nasty up in this with that second one.
Corbin pulling double shrooms. We'll see what he uses them for.
There is a pretty big cut up here that can use a shroom, so I'm expecting to see that.
Scarlet Rose tossed what appeared to be a banana ahead.
And he
Corbin
does go for it. What a cut. That's a huge momentum shifter for Corbin here. Mr. Dwarf King himself. Going into lap 2 with a first place lead. Don't know what Scarlet has just yet, but we're about to find out pretty soon.
Corbin going to get a coin in first place.
Another coin.
Because, that's what we get in first place.
Yeah, I mean, it is specifically designed.
Corbin narrowly avoiding the green shell. Going to pop the coin, immediately trail the banana.
Yeah, I mean, coins are intentionally designed to be more likely in first place. That's like kind of like the counterplay with it. Oh, the fire flower!
Ooh, Corbin going to get hit with the fire flower.
But he's going to hold on to his defense, luckily. So that is actually not that bad of a loss.
Yeah, Corbin has a banana red shell. Scarlet Rose has a red shell in first place. Both competitors
neck and neck now. But Corbin falls in the pit. Luckily, he doesn't trail his red, so he can hold on to it for this recovery here.
Corbin going to get a shroom in second place. Just some mistakes have given Scarlet Rose this lead.
We do see another red shell pop. He's going to look to burn it right now, and I think he's going to fish for this off-the-wall cut yet again. Let's see if he can pull it off here. No, he's playing it. No, there it is. I just mistimed it. He does go for it. It does go to the back a little, but I think Scarlet is just a little too far ahead. Oh, that was a sick cut.
Yeah, that cut only available on lap number 3, but Corbin going to fall to Scarlet Rose. He's down 3-1 heading into race number 5.
Yeah, an unfortunate pitfall opening up. Corbin wasn't prepared for it, and he slipped and he tripped, and it's okay. It happens, It
happens.
We need to see a big recovery here from the Dwarf King going into this final race. Thinking about going to Riverside Park in the Fruit Cup. Okay. He popped in to say hi to John L. I don't know why. John L's kind of a stinky baby.
Anyways, we do have Riverside Park, a more bagging favorite track.
Yeah, and Corbin has been on the back foot pretty consistently, so I think it's a pretty good idea to run this bagger track against Scarlet Rose.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see just how it plays out. I think Scarlet's going to try and give him the first item box again. So he needs to make sure that he doesn't get it. Yeah, but see, look, he was waiting patiently. No red shell here, but he does get a green, which could prove useful.
Ooh, misses the green shell on Scarlet Rose.
It was pretty damn close, too.
Just a bit off.
He does get a mushroom here, which has a pretty solid cut coming up. Boom, he's in first place. He's got a green shell for the defense. Gonna steal that double item box, and he's gonna pick up another coin. Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Well, first place coin.
Yeah. But, sometimes you get lucky.
Name a better duo.
First place in coin. Last place in blue shell.
I was just going to say Kobe and Shaq, but...
Oh. That's basketball.
Anyways, Corbin holding on to this narrow lead over Scarlet Rose.
Yeah, they are neck and neck right now. Their icons are literally over each other.
Mm-hmm. Overlapping icons. Really close race. Corbin still holding on to this green shell and
for
coin.
His life. We do take a little sneak peek to see what Scarlet Rose has. I believe it's a horn.
It's either that or a mushroom.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the two. Well, Scarlet definitely could have used that mushroom on this cut coming up.
It's something red.
It is something red. It's definitely not a red shell for sure. When he goes for the toss, he does get a mushroom. You were correct, Mr. Kent. That gives Scarlet a huge lead here, but this double item box could be something massive. No, but Corbin slows down. That kind of messes with his momentum a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Scarlet
that's going to
Rose
be...
going to take race number 5. Going to take the series 4-1.
Oh, he immediately took out a switch. That is... Okay. I'll go to Ruby.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. I
oh.
was stay tuned. Yep.
Well,
unfortunately, Corbin does get knocked down into the loser bracket. A few minor mistakes cost him his match, but it's all good. It happens.
he still has a chance
He's
at
still
winning.
got a chance. He's gonna have to go up against who's this? Omega from DACC. So we'll be I think we're gonna be covering John Nell next, from what I remember. So stay tuned for that. But we will be covering more Roby.
More Roby.
More Roby. More Roby. I love Roby.
Anyways, we will be back when those games start.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys here in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 1v1s in the Division 1 series.
Back with the national bracket, we got Lobster Roby
My
back at it.
king, the birthday boy himself.
He's going up against DC.
From DACC, gonna look to get a victory here. Starting off on
Bangkok
Rush. Yes.
Rush.
And an early red shell's gonna put Roby in this lead up near the boat section.
Roby gonna bump into the boat. Not the biggest time loss, but you know,
Gonna come down way significantly to what he could have had. But yeah.
Going through this little market section.
I actually kind of forgot. This is one of the maps that I have like zero recollection of. I don't remember anything from Bangkok, except for kind of that boat section. That was kind of it. But
yeah, Roby heading into lap number 2 has a lead on DC in game number 1.
yeah, that lucky red cell in the first few seconds was crucial in giving Roby momentum here. But this red shell is gonna crumple him a little bit. No more. Oh!
Roby getting hit with the green shell from DC. DC had those triple green shells, just gonna back them up.
Yeah, that was really good. Using the red shell to burn his defense, and then using a green shell snipe to secure the damage. We're gonna get a giant mushroom cut here. Gonna close the gap even more for Roby.
Roby gonna bump into the curb side again after avoiding those side steppers.
Unfortunate, but we should still be good to go. The gap is waning, but we do have a red shell and a green shell waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike.
Here comes the item box set. Roby sends the red shell forward, the green shell backwards. Has a ghost going to try to steal the protection of DC, which he does.
He does, unfortunately, bang into a wall, which is going to stop his momentum significantly. I don't know if he has enough to make it to the finals, but we're just near the end here. Triple bananas is not what you want to see here, folks.
Yeah, Roby gonna need to back these up, but unable to do so as DC takes game number 1.
Yeah, just a few unfortunate bonks, and that red shell, green shell combo is gonna set Roby back on this first race, but comebacks are always possible. Let's see how Roby's going to adapt here in round number 2. Now, we do know that one of the cups is Boomerang since we were in Bangkok. We've got Mario Circuit, Waluigi, and Singapore. All pretty solid tracks all around, but we're going to go
Mario Kart Stadium.
the white bread of Mario Kart. This is, it's pretty much just a tutorial map, let's be honest.
Yeah, introducing you to some of the game mechanics such as anti-gravity and gliding.
And they're just drifting because there's also some solid turns here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cookie cutter course. Let's see how both professionals, deal with a tutorial track like this.
Roby burning out at the start of this one.
I assume he's looking to back here, get some good items. He's gonna pick up triple greens. That's good for offense, but it could also be potentially dangerous for our lobster here. Let's see how he uses them. I feel like he's gonna burn him on the straightaway, and then he's gonna throw him behind and get the double item box, which he gets another set.
Gets a banana as well.
A banana as well, yeah. These are not the items we want to be seeing here. He'll probably look to trap the double nug. He's just gonna look to toss it aside and get this next double item. The big glider cut here. Gonna burn some time a little bit, but he does lose a good amount of momentum.
Yeah, Roby has a banana and a red shell in second place. Gonna dump the banana off and pick up an item box. Gets a shroom in it.
Our shrooms, there's this cut up here, but I don't think that's technically like what you want to be looking for with the shroom.
Probably gonna keeps the shroom through the double item box, uses it there, hits DC with a red shell.
That's huge. That's gonna be some good momentum here.
Gonna keep the shroom.
He's gonna burn it.
Burns it on the item set, hits the helicopter. Gonna swoop on into this start of lap number 3. DC has a pretty solid lead on Roby. He's gonna throw the red shell out, see if it hits him.
He's gonna get another one. That's a double banger reds. Let's see if it connects. It does. That's gonna close the gap even more. a green shell and a mushroom that could be vital in these last few moments.
Roby going to throw the green shell ahead, hope and pray that it hits DC, but it hits himself. Going to instantly use that mushroom to make up some of that distance. Going to dump the banana off. Has a red shell. Only hope is this red shell, but DC crosses to the finish line. Going to take game 2.
Unfortunate. Green shell's going to knock him back into second place, giving DC the victory on Mario Kart Stadium. With a 2-0 lead, it's looking pretty dire, but like I said earlier, comebacks are always possible. In the meantime, we've got a D2 match taking place. We've got Jardinel here on, what is this Sydney?
Berlin Byways.
Berlin Byways going up against Kirby RPG from Glen Oaks. Shouts to the Vikings. Going up second place here on lap 1. I don't know if this is the first race. I'm going to assume it is. I'll double check first real fast. It is. Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, this is race 1.
We got the track for race number 3 for Roby's game, Ice Outpost.
Another classic map. I believe this is also in the Bill Cup. I might be lying. I think I'm lying. I think it's actually in Crossing Cup. I'm taking it back. I don't remember. I'm old.
I also don't remember. But we're going out to this oil rink out in the middle of Antarctica. Roby gonna instantly get a red shell, throws it out, hits DC, gonna go out with this early lead.
So we like to see. Gotta make sure DC has no time to react. He's gonna take this cut on the right side. Boom, boom, gets the item box, gonna slink down into here. Boom, boom, another trick.
Clean shortcut from Roby there.
That's what we like to see. Now we do have a banana for some defense here. Coming on this hard drift section into the glider. There's another cut coming up. Let's see if Roby makes it.
He does!
With 0 effort. Just to be expected from my D1 champ.
Ooh, DC goes for a banana snipe, barely missing out on Roby. Roby now has a banana and a green shell in first place.
Strong defensive items. That's going to be really good here coming on this next section. Going to go for the clean shortcut here again. Did you see that boomerang fight by Mr. Kent?
Yeah. DC trying to hit Roby with the boomerang. Not going to connect with it though.
That would eliminate both of him and his defensive item. He tries to go break the red shell on the wall, but unfortunately it does hit the banana first.
Well, that's why you have double protection. Because even if you don't get that red shell dodge, you still have that green shell in the banana's place, and he gets the banana right back.
Flat out swap. That's what we love to see here. All right, going for the shortcut yet again. Are we going to see another clean cut? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we love to see. DC lagging a little bit, lagging behind here.
Lead opening a slight bit up for Roby. Heading into this final turn of lap 2, going on the glider. Roby probably going to take the shortcut again. He does. He gets it. Roby a perfect 6 for 6 on shortcuts on Ice Outpost. Gonna get his first win of the set.
That's what we love to see. The comeback starts now here, folks. Going 1-2. It all begins with this. In the meantime, we have Jardinel did losing race 1, unfortunately, to Kirby RPG, but we are going to Mario Circuit 3. Interested to see how that plays out. But in the meantime, back to Roby. We got into Waluigi Stadium, chosen by DC himself. Let's see how both players play on such a ravenous course, I suppose. I couldn't think of a good analogy. It's honestly, it's pretty filthy. It's kind of just gross. It's all brown.
Well, it's like a monster truck arena.
It's like a monster truck arena, yeah. A bunch of mud, bunch of dirt everywhere. Let's get our hands dirty, I suppose. Here we go, off to a strong start. Roby in the lead with a coin.
Gonna take a quick look back, didn't see anything.
I think it's because DC is just right on his tail right now. Gonna look, do the shortcut here.
DC has a mushroom, gonna use the mushroom to help with that shortcut.
Making it slightly easier. It is possible to do that without a mushroom, but the mushroom just makes it so much more simpler. We do got a red shell online. That could be pretty good coming up. We gotta make sure that DC burns his defense first.
Banana gets put down at the double item box. Roby gonna get double shrooms. Red shell gets broken.
We'd like to see. We got double shrooms coming up. Are there any really big skips besides that one we saw DC take?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna be holding on for this last section. Yep, and we got a red shell too. That's some pretty darn good offense here.
Roby has the shroom, gonna shroom through the shortcut, gonna make up some of the distance, gonna hit DC with the green shell.
What a swing right there. He's gonna pick up the double item box on the sidewinder. Double defense here with a bomb in the back.
DC gets a red shell, throws it out, gets another red shell. Roby drops the bomb to defend himself on the second red shell. Now has a coin and a green shell in first place. Has a solid lead over DC. Roby looking to tie this setup at 2 apiece.
Well, let's not get our hopes in a twist right now. We are on lap 3. Anything is still possible here. Going into the speed section again, DC could have a mushroom that could make up the time difference here. Roby goes for the cut. He does manage to make it, kind of fumbling a little bit at the end, but I think that's more than enough here. He's gonna recycle his items. He's gonna pick up probably another coin. Yeah. But we still got a pretty solid lead right now.
Roby heading into these final turns of Waluigi Stadium. Gonna take that turn really nice and tight. Has a solid lead over DC. DC has a red shell. Uses a boot to steal the protection. But Roby flies over the red shell and crosses the finish line. Tying it up at 2.
What happened?
So the red shell didn't go high enough to hit Roby.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I thought I might have gotten hit by the fire.
No.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. What a game, but we take those. Now we are 2-2. That's what we like to see. DC is going to be picking another track here. In the meantime, John L is unfortunately down. What the heck is this?
I don't know, but
okay.
he's going to be playing on Mary Mountain.
Coming up
John L
next.
is Roby going to SNES Rainbow Road.
Oh, this is the other Rainbow Road we forgot, but now we remember. We remember. Yeah, and here we are. This one is a lot more. This is probably one of the most hazardous Rainbow Roads ever. Just because there's literally no railings. Like you fall off, you're done for.
Yeah. And they're all thrombs. They slam down on the track, making it like wiggle up and down, as you see in the distance.
Oh yeah, I see. Look at that rainbow swamp right there.
Roby getting a coin out of this first set, looks behind, doesn't see DC. DC looks like he didn't get an item from the first set.
Either that or he burned his item immediately to push on past Roby here.
Yeah, Roby getting double shrooms. DC has a green shell.
There is a shroom code coming up here real soon. He's gonna look to take it. He does. It closes the gap ever so slightly, but I'm not sure it's gonna be just enough just yet. DC looks to play aggressive and throw that green shell behind, but it misses as Roby flags to the left.
Roby still has his shroom, has a boomerang now. Gonna
big
throw the
item.
boomerang out.
Connect. That's a huge hit on DC. DC's trying to retaliate with the banana, but it's too far away for Roby. He's got a good lead right about now.
Roby still having 2 throws of this boomerang and has a coin in his back pocket.
Yeah, and the coin's not super useful right about now. It's kind of just there for like glue fodder for the most part.
Oh! Bomb goes out and it hits Roby!
It does hit Roby, and it burns the last hit of his boomerang. DC's trying to retaliate with the boomerang in his own, but it misses. But the sound horde, he had 3 items on deck. That's crazy.
Absolute insanity from DC here. Roby now playing from behind, uses the coin, picks up the double item box, has a mushroom and green shell, but gets hit by the thwomp.
That's unfortunate. He's gonna try and toss that green shell back, get something good in this last few seconds. It's a boomerang and a banana, but the banana comes out first, and DC is too far away to make the toss. And that is gonna be game number 5 in DC's favor, going 3-2 right about now. It is getting close, Mr. Kent.
Yeah, DC going on to game point for game number 6.
All right, let's see what is just gonna happen here. Ooh, all right. We're going to Mario Circuit DS. This is just a pleasant track, honestly. It's quite wholesome, quite cute.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Enjoy it a great deal.
A really baggy track. It has Wiggler on it as
It
well.
does have Wiggler on it. Wiggler is present. But
Shout out Wiggler.
But you know who else is present, and more importantly is present?
Roby.
Goomba.
Goomba.
But Roby is also present, which is actually the most important thing because it is his birthday. Everyone wish him happy birthday
in the chat.
Please and thank you. Please and thank you. All right, here we go. Starting off on Mario Circuit. This kind of just it is the track of all time, I must say.
Yeah, both competitors exchanging the lead early here. Roby getting a coin. DC has a green shell. Gonna look to take the double item box. I don't think either competitor gets it.
Yeah, DC was too focused on that trail, and he does succeed once we pass the item boxes here.
Roby gonna need to get those coins up. Uses his coin. Now has double shrooms.
I think this is actually a pretty good shroom section, if I believe. You can do it right here. Actually, but I think he's going to save it for the plant section coming up, which is, I would say, is a much smarter decision to be made.
Yeah, Roby not using a shroom there to get a item. Just going to save it. Not going for the shortcut that we just passed.
The forest cut right here. Yep, through the trees.
Through the trees into grandmother's house we go. Roby closing that distance.
That's a really big cut right there. We do have a red shell online, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta wait for the perfect time to strike, but in the meantime, we have another mushroom. Let's see how Mr. Lobster Roby's gonna use it to his advantage here.
You're probably gonna save it for one of these shortcuts coming up, either through the piranha plants or one in the first as he gets hit by a banana. Gonna have to use that shroom. DC not sure if he has anything. Gonna back a green shell.
That was a smart play. We can once again cut through the trees here. The triple bananas aren't going to be super useful in this final section.
Roby saving this banana is going to try and hit DC with it.
Ooh! They both clash. Roby's got a mushroom to recover here.
I don't think that's going to be enough. DC still has a lead. Roby goes into the off-road and DC's moving on to the next round. Roby going to drop down to the losers bracket.
Unfortunate, but yeah, a good fight from Roby overall, but he's not out of it yet. He's going to be going up against, let's see if this next round bracket has played. No, not just yet. They're going to be playing at 8 o'clock, meaning that the match number, actually no, I think Roby's done for tonight. That'll be his next match is on April 24th, which would be next Thursday. Second match 4?
Yeah. So, Roby's gonna be playing at 7 o'clock now.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Roby's gonna be going up against Ali 73929 from Union College.
Anyways, in the meantime, we can go to Jotnell. A little bit of technical difficulties and misunderstandings.
Yep, now we've got Janelle down 2-0 against
Kirby RPG.
Yep, thank you very much, Mr. Kent.
Janelle going up on the train tracks to pick up some coins. Ooh, barely misses the banana that Kirby is trailing. And of course, the train on Merry Mountain is Santa's sleigh.
Dude, shout out to... Did you see the toads on the sleigh? I actually never noticed them before.
Dude, ooh, Kirby gonna snipe Jotnell with that banana. Has a green shell as protection in first place now. Jotnell gonna have a green shell of his own and a mushroom.
Yeah, Jotnell's kind of playing a bit slow here. He's got to build up some speed right about now. Lap 2, apologies, that's the laps in this game. Of course, it's a racing game. Probably not going to take the high road. He got all the coins he needs, and now he just needs to... Oh, wait a minute. We could see the brutal combo here.
We could... Jotnell slowing down to not get hit by the green shell.
Yeah, Kirby RGB is playing insanely aggressive right about now. I think Jotnell's actually saving it for this cut coming up ahead.
Jotnell trying not to get the draft. He's going to use the mushroom through the shortcut. Now has a super horn in first place, ready for anything that comes his way.
Yeah, using some clever snaking there to maintain some momentum. He's going to be in first place in this round 3, but Kirby RPG's not out of it yet. Let's see how he looks to retaliate here.
Jonell going to get a coin in that second slot.
Yeah, but this boombox is just huge right about now. We can stop pretty much anything coming Jonell's way. But I don't know. The Kirby RPG's not really putting up an offense right about now. Well,
Yeah, don't know if he just hasn't gotten the items to... Oh, he's holding on to like a mushroom to take the shortcut.
Oh, there's the red shell coming out. Gonna burn the horn.
Now, Jonell defenseless in first place with a coin. Probably not going to matter as much. Kirby RPG getting bananas, and that is it. Jonell is going to take game number 3.
That's what we like to see. Making the comeback right now, losing the first 2 rounds 2-0. But here we go. Bringing the comeback starts now with a Jonell up. Well, no, he's still down, but he's 1 point more. You know,
The mental up. Mental
the
up.
mentals is air back up. He's back in the swing of things. But now it is Kirby RPG's pick. I believe the cup choice. I actually got the cup choice right now. It is moon, turnip, and banana.
See what Kirby RPG wants to play for race number 4.
He's really thinking here.
And in the meantime, we have some upcoming events that we would like to shout out.
You
So,
wanna go ahead and plug those for us?
yeah. So we got Race for the Kids on Saturday, July 26th. It's a charity Mario Kart tournament at Emerson. More information is on its way. And then we got the Esports Summer Camp on Monday, August 4th, and Tuesday, August 5th. We got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart, and Overwatch 2. And back this year is Rainbow Six Siege, as well as new additions, Marvel Rivals and Rocket League.
But yeah, so stay tuned for those upcoming events. We'll give you more information once it gets closer. But in the meantime, we are back to John and L versus Kirby RPG on Dry Desert. Now, Brandon, this map sucks. Why do they pick it?
It's a very dry map.
Like my throat right now. Why do they pick it?
Yeah, I don't know, but John L. early lead gets the first item box, gets a coin. Kirby RPG throws the red shell.
Yeah, unfortunate, but John L's got a coin to recover here. He's gonna save it for this item box coming up. Gonna get the doubles, and we're gonna see some mushroom bomb.
Mushroom bomb, a mushroom very strong on this track.
Yeah, there's
a lot of
good amount of shortcuts here.
a lot of off-road you can mushroom through.
Yeah, I think it's especially prominent in this upcoming section. Past the water, we will see how he cooks it up. Sliding in, and boom, there he goes.
Not gonna have enough mushroom to get through, but hits Kirby RPG with the bomb.
What an immediate retaliation from John L. Playing it fierce right now.
And gets a banana and not a coin in first place right now.
Some strong defense right now. Let's see how Kirby RPG is going to react, but the pokey slam, that's unfortunate for John L.
John L gonna dump the banana at the double item box, but doesn't get the double item box. Kirby RPG goes for a bomb snipe of his own, doesn't hit.
Tosses a boomerang as well, and this second swing is going to connect. Does he's got a third one? No, that might have been his third one.
Might have been his third one. John L gets a green and a red shell in first place, double protection.
Double protection, that's what we like to see. He also, if Kirby RPG tries to play aggressive and speed on by, he can just toss the red shell immediately. An unfortunate trail. He's going to mess up John L here. He throws the red shell into the banana. That's not what we want to see here.
Yeah, if John L rated just a slight more, the red shell would have avoided the banana and hit Kirby RPG as he had no protection.
He's got to avoid his own trap as well.
Ooh, the green shell misses!
That green shell was going for the stars. He was going all the way, man. Shouts to him. But yeah, Sound Horn in second place is not something we really want to look for here. But another red shell with triple greens is pretty solid, all things considered. I think a mushroom would have been more preferable on this ending section.
Ooh, Janelle gonna hit the protection of Kirby RPG. Kirby gonna take race number 4.
Yeah, I think just John L got a bit too panicked, and he just thought he needed to play aggressive, but I think he needed to play a bit more patient and wait for the right time to toss that red shell, because that could have shifted the game dramatically in his favor. But it's all good. We're going into race number 4 with Kirby RPG going up 3-1. It is Johnell's last pick. Let's see what he's going to decide to take us to. Royal Wasteway is the one I was thinking of. Instead of Ribbon, when we were talking about Ribbon Road. I don't know why I mixed those up. It's RR, that's why. RR.
Yeah.
Red Rock, Rainbow Rocket.
You see what Janelle wants to play on. Going to go to 3DS Rainbow Road.
Now this is the best Rainbow Road.
And I believe with this Rainbow Road, we have seen all the Rainbow Roads in the game today. Because when we saw Wii.
No, we did. It was Wii U with Roby's first match.
Yeah.
Corbin on 64. Roby again on SNES, and now John Nell's on Wii. So we
3DS.
So we still have the final Rainbow Road left. Oh wait, and release order too. But that's so cute,
dude.
That's awesome.
Anyways, let us know what your favorite Rainbow Road is in chat.
Yeah, shoutouts to Rainbow Road. Mine is this one. I think it's.
I also like this one.
Look at that nebula in the background.
Anyways, John Nell has a green shell in first place.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid defense all ready to start. Let's see how Kirby RPG responds. Gonna get another coin here. I mean, as to be expected, right?
Yeah.
Now this is a good section for a super bounce here. I don't entirely remember how the super bounce mechanic works. I think it's just like if you just trick at the right time.
Anyways, John L blocking the red shell, gonna get hit with a bomb and falls off the track.
Dude, he also has another boomerang. That is a crazy offensive setup for Kirby RPG here. His item luck has just been truly exceptional this game.
Yeah, and then he's been able to hit a lot of these items as well.
Yeah, the perfect accuracy with some good RNG. That's a dangerous combination.
Anyways, John L has a fire flower and a red shell gun. Just throw this fire behind him.
Yeah, the fire flower is not super useful, not on this like kind of side widening path. It would be more useful on the straightaway, but we want to get that red shell out as soon as possible.
Gonna wait for Kirby RPG to pass the items. Drops the bomb. John L has a super horn in second place, shortly behind Kirby RPG.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we don't really want to see the super horn in a second place setting, at least not as your primary item.
Yeah, but I think Kirby RPG has no item.
I think he's bound to pick one at this point.
John L gonna get a green shell. Kirby RPG uses a coin. If John L can get close up behind Kirby here, can use the super horn, maybe use the green shell.
Oh, does it!
Hits Kirby with the super horn to take the last second victory on the 3DS Rainbow Road.
Defeated by the Vine Boom sound effect. Editor, add that in post.
That's you.
That is me. I will do that for the funny. But regardless, that was a huge clutch up from John and Al. It was looking like it was over. He was knocked down to the losers bracket. But hope is still alive as we go into match number 6. Now it is Kirby's pick here, so he will most likely have the advantage on whatever track we take. You know, on the off chance, John L like grinded every single one of these tracks, which is very much so possible. But we shall see. Brandon, how you feeling about this playoff match so far?
Really close match. Looks like we're going to New York for this next track.
Yeah, New York. I don't really like New York. It's all about the Mets, baby. Love the
all
Mets.
about the Mets.
Love the Mets, baby. Don't we see the Mets stadium in this map?
No. That's the Los Angeles one.
Oh.
We see the Dodgers stadium.
Show us to the LA Dodgers.
Anyways, John Nell gonna start out this track in first place.
Shout us to Donkey Kong, the best musical. I would pay money to go see Donkey Kong.
I would pay money to go see Donkey Kong on Broadway. John Nell getting a banana in this first set, gonna take these coins. Kirby RPG not gonna have any coins in second place.
Immediately trapping that double item box. Kirby RPG's not falling for it. He's gonna have another coin and a banana here. Gonna look to burn the coin immediately. A red shell does come out. Gonna break that banana. And with another just stray coin, John L has no defense for whatever Kirby RPG's got cooking up.
But here comes a double item box. Green shell out from Kirby. John L gonna barely dodge the green shell.
Yeah, you could see him visibly break and try and slow down, not to run into it. That's some good awareness from John L here.
Anyways, we're about halfway through lap number 2. John L holding firmly in first place with a coin and green shell.
I'm gonna take up this glider section, hoping for another prediction. He does get a banana here. That's what we love to see.
John L has built a really strong and solid lead against Kirby. About a solid second, I would say, for a lead, and has that double protection. So if 2 red shells do come John L's way, he can block them.
Yeah, that's what. Now we're going through the theater into the parking lot. We're in the last few moments here, folks. Is Kirby RPG got anything up his sleeve? It doesn't seem like it. We're going to a game 7.
John L able to take a nice, strong lead against Kirby.
Yep, going 3-3 now.
He's able to hold on to said lead and force a game number 7.
Alright, now it is Kirby RPG's final pick here, folks. Where are we gonna go? It's going to Royal Raceway!
Woo! Yay!
This is top 5 track for me, just so you know.
It's like a hot balloon festival.
Dude, it's awesome and
It's
cool,
awesome.
and there's piranha plants, and there's Daisy Balloon.
And in the N64 version, you can drive around Peach's castle.
You can do it in this game, though.
That's sad.
That's why this game's bad. But
That's why
maybe Mario Kart World.
They do have a track about Peach's castle in that game. So,
Dude.
Peach Stadium.
Mario 64.
Anyways, we got Royal Raceway here. John L going to pick up a second place item box. Gets a mushroom. Kirby has a coin.
Oh my
Immediately
god,
just
he
going
pushed
to
him
use
into
it.
the plant!
Oh my gosh!
That's huge!
John L getting out to this huge lead after losing it in the first couple of seconds.
Yeah, but now he does have no defense right now, which is very scary, especially on the straightaway. RPG could toss about anything, including this red shell right now. Gonna close the gap ever so slightly. John L still holding onto this mushroom, though. He's gonna use it to burst past. I don't know if that was the play, though, because he has no protection online.
Yeah, Kirby RPG hitting the green shell snipe on John L. Gonna build a nice lead here.
Now, let us see how John L looks to respond. Gonna pick up some coins. Gonna get another red shell of his own. That is some pretty good stuff right there. Gonna probably go for the no item shortcut onto the... No, he doesn't. He decides to go for the doubles instead. Hoping for another red shell, but it's all mushrooms.
Well, they're all huge off-road sections in this final twists and turns of Royal Raceway.
Yeah, but
so,
unfortunately, it does mean he's not going to be able to pick up a protection item. So he's going to be left defenseless if he decides to go all the way.
Kirby RPG holding onto a banana in first place.
Not the most offensive item per se, but definitely something that could trip John L up. Now, he is still waiting to use these last 2 mushrooms here.
John L, with some really clean driving, has gotten himself back into the lead, going to take an item box, going to get a green shell.
Good defense right there. That's what we need. That's what we need.
John L holding on to this final shroom in lap number 3, as he's going to use it. I think Kirby RPG also took the shortcut.
Yeah, that means he's going to have no items.
John L heading into the final straightaway. He's going to be able to take game number 7.
There we go, baby. Let's go, John L. 4-3. Gonna be moving on to the semifinals here in Division 2 Mario Kart 1v1s. Let's go, John L.
Let's go! John L out here looking like the 2016 Chicago Cubs, coming back in the World Series from a 3-1 deficit.
What a legend. What a legend.
What a legend.
Yeah, that is going to move John L up the bracket here. I believe he's gonna go up against. Oh no, he's going up against a Northwestern Arkansas's very own Jurdy in the semifinals of Division Two. Meanwhile, all the rest of our MCC folk in Division Two, both Tess and Luis are both been knocked into the losers brackets. They'll be playing at that's 19, so that's in the next hour at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for all of that.
And if you want to go watch some Valorant action, go over to the Twitch page. We got Lando, Kuchera, and Micah over there on that cast.
Yeah, shoutouts to my wonderful boys over there.
Bound to be a good one.
But yeah, we will be right back with Roby's loser bracket match. We will see you guys then. One. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the premiere series of Mario Kart 1v1s. We are back once again with the Lobster Roby going up against, is it DC again?
No.
No, it's, Union College. Here.
Go look at it.
I'll go change it right now. It is, Allie from, Union College of Union County, New Jersey. As I'm flipping this over, we're going to talk about Ice Ice Out first.
So we're back on Ice Ice Outpost. We saw this track earlier today. We'll be getting the perfect 6-for-6 on the shortcuts. Gonna go for the first one, gets it. Going on to the second one, a bit wonky, but is going to get this one as well. Playing it safe, making sure he is able to stay on the track.
Yeah, Allie had a cavalcade of mushrooms there. We saw her burn maybe 4 of them.
And Ali did not go for the shortcut, so I'm not sure if it's a confidence issue or if they just didn't want to go for it.
I think that's pretty smart.
Ooh, bomb from Ali as Roby hits a red shell, but Roby has a shroom and he is able to claim the lead off it.
I'm not going to go for the cut this time. I think it's better off just taking the double item box here. Ali notices that Roby is going for the second part of the cut, so he decides to just veer off to the side and just stay the main course. I think that was a good play. You didn't want to butt heads in there, especially with Roby's green shell he has.
Yeah, Roby taking the second half of the shortcut, going for this end of lap shortcut. Both competitors get it. Heading into lap number 3.
We got the final lap here, folks. Whoever wins this is going to be setting the momentum for the rest of the game.
Roby throwing a green shell ahead. How unfortunate. He's going to plan on taking the shortcut. Misses the item box on the shortcut.
He's going to have no defense coming up here soon. Meanwhile, Ali is speeding on by. Going to take that double item box while popping the mushroom. And he's got some defense. Roby cannot play aggressive here. He's got to wait for just when Ali's going to look to drop the banana. But I don't think it's going to be happening.
No. Ali taking race number 1 here by a small margin.
Yeah, Roby missing that item box was mighty unfortunate. Leaving him without any offensive pressure to pressure out Ali. Sometimes it happens, but going into race 2, Roby's going to be able to pick his track here. Let's see what he's going to take us to. It's going back to SNES Rainbow Road. We saw this earlier against, it was DC. We saw this
DC, yes.
So let's see how different this map is, this track is going to play out. Okay, round number 2.
Roby is going to be starting in the back for this one. So we'll see how that plays into this race.
He'll get some good items here, but we will just have to wait and see. Alright, the racers are off. Gonna pick up this item box. It's gonna be a mushroom. Only really super useful on that end section.
Ali going to get a coin from the first set, of course, being in first place.
Going to burn the mushroom right away, take that shortcut, and get a coin and a banana. Some solid defense all around. Keeping the coin just in case of a blue. Gonna break that banana with a red shell.
Roby barely missing that thwomp.
And I think Ali had a mushroom there because he was able to take the middle section. So
yeah. See what Roby gets here in first place. It's a coin.
Not super good, especially on the straightaway. There's not another item box for a little bit. Gonna run into it, pop the coin. He's gonna pick up another coin, but with a green shell this time.
Yeah, Roby getting the protection in case Ali pulls a red shell.
Yeah, or just any offensive item. But doesn't seem to be the case. Ali had a bomb. I saw the bomb drop in the background.
Now, not sure if it's lag or
no,
if
I think Ali fell off. Look how far behind he is.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate. Or he got stomped by the womp. One of the things happened.
One of the things did happen.
But yeah, Roby's got a really strong lead right about now. Still holding on to this green shell from the last lap. Let's see how this is gonna end, and I think that is a Lobster Roby victory here for race number 2.
Roby tying this thing up at 2 up, and not 2.
One apiece.
One apiece. Ali gets a red shell there at the very end. Not going to matter though.
We wanted earlier, not later here, folks. In the meantime, we do have Jot and L on the D2 bracket side, the only MCC player remaining in the winners bracket, going up against Jerdy from Northwestern Arkansas Community College.
He's going to be on the Dragon Driftway, but we can go back to Roby's game. That's not it.
That's not it here. Sorry.
There we go.
There we go. You can switch back.
There we go.
There we go.
Roby Ali choosing Mario Circuit from the DS.
Oh yeah, we saw this race also earlier up against when John Allen was going up against Kirby RPG, and he looked pretty hard out. No, that was against DC. Never mind, that was against DC. I'm a fool.
There's seeing DS Mario Circuit for the second time today. Roby going to be in the lead here. Don't know what Ali picked up.
But Alex is decently far behind. I'm not really sure what happened. But
Yeah, probably went outside to get coins.
smart play.
Build up those coins for the speed boost.
Yeah, I mean, Roby's doing the same thing and is still in this first place, so.
Yeah, Roby burned his coin and banana just to then get a coin and banana in return.
I mean, you gotta play a little offensive sometimes, you know. Trapping those double item boxes is a smart play indeed.
Anyways, heading into this first section, Roby has a good lead building up. Drops the coin and banana for a bomb. Keeping the coin.
That coin here.
Avoiding his own banana, heading into this final roundabout.
Now we're going to lap number 3.
Roby has a pretty big lead on Ali. We'll see if Ali is able to get a shroom and take a shortcut or two.
Any form of retaliation or offensive item.
Yeah.
Really just anything to swing him back into this race, but so far it's not looking like it unless he does take the mushroom cut here, closing the gap ever so slightly. Gonna toss that bomb in the background. Ali swiftly dodges it, but Roby's got another defensive item in a horn.
See if Ali is able to get a red shell. Oh, something working here in the final stretch. Does not. Roby going up 2-1.
That's what we love to see. Meanwhile, John L also winning his first round against Jerdy, going 1-0 on Dragon Driftway. That's what we love to see. The victories here at MCC. Now let's see what both players are going to be going up against in this next round.
Yeah, it's both their opponent picks. John L's going to Mute City as we wait for what Ali chooses.
Yeah, Ali's got to be careful here. Down another race in a row. He's going to pick Sweet Canyon here. Interesting choice.
Yeah, nice little track full of candy and cake and soda and all those really yummy things that are bad for you.
Shoutouts to Wreck-It Ralph.
Shout out to Proper Health.
Proper, okay.
Well, good health.
Okay. Weird shout out, but we take those.
Anyways, Roby going to be starting out in first place for race number 4.
The cookie toads.
The gingerbread toads.
Ginger toads. Here we go, off to a middling start. Both racers are kind of just running the pack right now.
Yeah, Roby getting a coin out of the item box. Don't know what Ali picked up.
First round for the cannon, the first one on to the split track.
Roby gaining a coin and banana, heading on to this like Laffy Taffy road.
Both players taking opposite sides. Ali opted for the blue one instead of the pink one. I mean, I'm more of a pink guy myself.
The pink is slightly faster. Ali made up some of the distance. Not sure if they took the shortcut through the donut.
Yeah, it would have been quite up the mile.
Yeah, Roby swapped the position of the coin and banana in his hands, trailing that banana heading back onto this Laffy Taffy road.
Let's see if Ali's going to look to follow him this time. Nope, they're going back onto the blue track this time. Roby's going to hold on to this banner for just a little bit longer. Coming up on the donut section yet again. Does Ali have a mushroom in order to skip it? He does, and he blitzes on past with, what is that? Is that a horn?
Mushroom.
Another mushroom. He's got another one in his pocket, looking to make another skip.
Roby has a banana heading into the cannon section. Gonna just dump the banana behind. Not much use in it.
Yeah, nothing we can really do. I feel like he's gonna look to play aggressive here. Yes, he's looking to follow Ali. The double mushroom madness. Now Roby could overtake here on the straight path. There we go, and then they could both go for the donut here while Roby picks up an offensive item.
He's gonna get a banana. Gonna try and look to last second snipe, but is unable to, as Roby is gonna get second place. Going into game 5, it will be tied to a piece.
Meanwhile, John L is also tied 1 apiece as Jerdy claimed a victory on Mute City, but now both players are going to Wario Stadium. Meanwhile, we got Roby eagerly waiting for his track pick. He's going to Waluigi Stadium.
So both of the
Wario
Brothers respected stadium. John going to start out in second place for the third race of his set. Going to continue to wait for Ali to select that Waluigi Stadium.
All right, let's watch John L for like a little bit here. Let's see if he gets anything crazy. He does get a red shell in first place. That's really strong. Jerdy only has a coin. Gonna look for the right time to snipe him.
The right time would be about right now.
And boom, there he goes. Meanwhile, Roby is just starting up, so let's take a peek at what he is cooking up here.
He's going to be starting out in second place for race number 5 as Ali burns out to begin Waluigi Stadium.
Potentially looking to bag here on this track, but it doesn't seem like Ali got really anything substantial as nothing is being thrown out here. Both players are going to look to use both the shortcuts here. Kind of messing it up just a tad here, Roberto.
I think Ali had a stream allowing them to take that shortcut with more efficiency, more speed.
Meanwhile, we got the double banana bonanza. That's what we love to see here for Roberto.
Roby taking the turn tight. He throws out a red shell. Roby blocks it with a banana.
That's huge. He's still got another banana left in his pocket. Holding on to it just in case, and Blake glass in case of emergency.
Yeah, he gets
another banana.
Another one.
Another one. Dude, it's foreshadowing for the Donkey Kong game coming out in August.
July.
Crap, I knew it was July. I doubted myself.
Anyways, Roby has built up a solid lead here about halfway through lap number 2. Going to get these trick boosts from the half pipe.
Quite pretty right now with this double banana defense. Ali's got to look for some offense here to try and even the score, but I don't think he's going to find... Oh, he does find the red shell.
But Roby jumps over the red shell.
Why does he do that? This game is bad. It shouldn't do that.
I don't know why he does that either. But Roby has a really solid lead here at the beginning of lap number 3, heading into the little off-road shortcut. Now,
holding on to these double bananas. We'll look the trick on the half pipe once again. Get some speed built up here.
Yeah, Ali has made up some of this distance, but Roby just putting his pedal to the metal. Gonna go over this final jump of lap number 3 and gonna cross the finish line, going up into match point here.
That's what we love to see here, folks. All right, meanwhile, John L unfortunately does end up losing
Wario Stadium.
Yep, so meaning it is John L's pick once again. He's deliberately deciding to go to Sherbertland here. The ice theme, a very ice themed track. It's okay, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, not the best ice track in the game, but
Going to see where Ali takes Roby for race number 6.
oh, it's Hyrule Circuit here, folks.
Yeah, as they get ready for it, we'll cast the first couple seconds of Jonel's race.
Yep, Jonel, my lovely boy, he gets his item box stolen by Jerdy. Mighty unfortunate. He does have the lead though currently, but we'll have to see how that race pans out as we flip back to Mr. Lobster Roby.
Yeah, here we are on the Hyrule Circuit. Very much a Legend of Zelda themed track as we go through Princess Zelda's castle. I almost said Princess Peach. Roby getting a green shell out of this first item box.
That's huge, especially for this first place lead. He's gonna look to hold on to this till the very end. Not gonna. Oh, he does get the skip, the dodge, the red shell dodge, bonking into the wall. Ali's got another one on deck, gonna look to break. Roby's defense has got another one. Oh, but Roby doesn't cycle the items in time. He unfortunately does get hit by that third red shell.
And Ali has a boomerang, throwing it back, trying to hit Roby. Roby tosses the bomb.
Lob shot. It's not gonna connect, however, unfortunate. Roby's gonna look to pick up another item. It's a red shell, but we know Ali has some defense left over. Is that another red shell? Oh my goodness. Ali's
stacked with these red shells. Roby throws the red shell out, gets hit by the crystal, the little time crystals.
Activate the Master Sword. But look at this skip. He's going for it, and he does not really pan out the way he wants. I think if he had a bit more like height there, he could have made it. But
Roby now has a boomerang, getting rid of those first two throws. He's gonna wait on this third throw, trying to get a better angle, and he misses.
Way much.
No, but he hit!
Wait, from the around town, but Ali still has the red shell. Roby can't play too aggressive here.
Where did that red shell go? Because they were holding the red shell.
They were still holding the red shell.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
Did they throw it behind? And anyways, Roby heading into this final little forest section with a banana and a coin.
Here. It does pan out the way he wants it. He breaks the red shell.
Roby heading down the lap. There's a red shell on his tail. Roby gonna briefly jump over it, and Ali takes this race on the last second.
What a nail biter Hyrule Circuit was. But we are not out of it yet, folks. We've got one more race, one more chance for Roby to claim this victory over.
Jonel tying his game up at 2, going to Bowser's Castle 3.
Narrowly running out that Sherberland game. Good job, John and L. But here we go. Going to Thwomp Ruins. Ow.
Isn't that Womp?
You're a Thwomp. Look at the mirror. You're a Thwomp.
Anyways, Jonel underway on Bowser's Castle 3. We'll get updates on that later as we have Thwomp Ruins. Game number 7 for Roby. Will his season end, or will he move on to the next round of the losers bracket?
I've got faith. We gotta believe, man. Now let's believe. Let's see Lobster Roby cook us up a storm here, folks. Alrighty. The second item box is gonna give him a mushroom that will be incredibly useful coming in later once we loop back around.
Yeah, Ali getting a coin in first place. Roby going for the inside corner. Takes the double box away from Ali. Now has those double mushrooms in first place. Going to look to save these for a potential shortcut, or if he gets hit, to use them to get back up to full speed.
Now, right now, it is pure racing gameplay. No items are really in play right now, as both opponents are kind of just holding on to whatever they have for this upcoming cut. We did see Ali toss out a green shell, but to no avail. Roby's going to take the cut, then widening the gap even further, and he's still got another mushroom left over.
And he has a green shell in his back pocket for when a red shell comes his way.
Yeah, no point here is huge for Roby, as now if a red shell does pop, he can just boost forward and then just use it to bring up the green shell.
Yeah, we're heading into this anti-gravity section of the track. Roby's still holding on to this mushroom and green shell. Gonna drift onto the shortcut. A little scared that he might have fallen off, but not to Roby as he stays on. Roby gonna take the shortcut yet again on lap number 3, widening the gap, but Ali also takes the shortcut.
But I think he must have bonked on something because he is stuck. Nope, it was lag. I love lag. But he's gonna take the middle glider section, gonna boost him forward here.
Gonna stay out of the water. John L is gonna win his race on Bowser's Castle 3. But as we head into this final section of race 7 between Roby and Ali, Ali's going to throw out a red shell, see if Ali gets a red shell, but no, Roby's going to take race number 7 and move on to the next round.
I think Ali had to commit there. They tossed out that red shell, and I think they ended up falling off the map as of consequence. But that is going to be a 4-3 victory for Lobster Roby, moving on to the semifinals of the national postseason losers bracket. Going up against another Union College player in Santee Pants.
This match will be on here at the top of the hour at 8 p.m. But we got race number 6 between Jerdy and Jotnell on Rosalina's Ice Rolled, probably one of the more underrated tracks.
Yeah, and Jotnell's got a lead still, barely clutching out a win on Bowser's Castle 3. He needs this to win the whole set and move on to the winners finals of Mario Kart Division 2.
Yeah, Jotnell getting a mushroom out of his first item box, but gets hit by a green shell.
That is some brutal work there. He's going to have to recover fast here.
Gonna go up on the half pipe, get the little speed boost. Jerdy goes underneath the water. Jotnell.
All these coins up for John and L to claim.
Yeah, Jotnell has a red shell, throws it out, hits Jerdy. He's going to take the outside path with the boost pads.
And he gets second place items because he just passed Jerdy as he got those items. That's huge, especially with this red shell in the back looking to retaliate any offense Jerdy has.
Yeah, Jotnell trying to get some drifts going here. Going to go into the lead at the beginning of lap number 2, holding firm to first place.
Yeah, Jerdy is just narrowly behind. However, he's going to take the half pipe, use that boost to get on top of the Penguins. Look at the Penguins.
They're just waddling around. Jotnell's going to avoid them. No, he gets hit by one.
Gets smacked by a penguin. How silly and foolish.
Yeah, Jotnell throws out a red shell, has a boomerang, and mushroom uses the boomerang.
He's gonna save this mushroom for this cut coming up soon. I just know it. Right here. Oh yeah, Jerdy's got one of them their own. A little too late on it. It's gonna slow him down just a tad.
Jotnell has one throw left in this boomerang. Going to throw it and misses Jerdy. He has a mushroom to potentially take that shortcut at the end.
But I think he's got to fish for some items here. Just because he needs some offense coming into this final lap. Jerdy once again falling into the depths.
Jotnell has a banana, tosses it forward, lands on the ice. Now has a mushroom. Going to see what he can do with it.
He's going to pick up a second item here. It's going to be a green shell. He's got that mushroom for this final cut coming up soon.
But will it be enough to take the lead? He's going to use it now. Going to throw the green shell, lands in the off-road. And we are going to a game 7.
For the semifinals match. What a nail-biter here, folks. It is Jotnell's pick here, so it could be virtually just about anything. Well, I mean, within the cups. In
the cups and the tracks that they haven't played.
That's true. But let us see what he's going to be cooking up. I'm feeling a wee Rainbow Road. Apologies. I think it's finally time we get that on the list.
We complete the
Quinfecta. There we go. The Quinfecta.
The Quinfecta, yes. But it doesn't look like we are going to that Rainbow Road. We're going to Yoshi's Circuit.
Now, he could have picked the better track, which is right next to it. But it's okay. I forgive Jotnell for his errors, his blunders.
Shout out Excite Bike Arena.
I love Excite Bike Arena. It is a joy to play on Excite Bike Arena. I get happy every time I play on Excite Bike Arena. But we are going to Yoshi's Circuit instead. Still a very solid map all around.
And Jonel's going to start out in second, so this is going to favor him ever so slightly.
Yeah, he can look to take this shortcut coming up soon. If he manages to get this mushroom, let's find out. It's all the marbles in this race. Let's go, Jonel!
Jonel is going to start out with a second place box. Gets a red shell. Jody looks like he has a banana, so Jonel's going to hold on to this red shell.
A very lucky first place item box for sure. Jonel's not getting any of the coins, however, because Jody's just playing so offensive.
Jonel throws out that red shell, hits Jody's banana, but now has double mushrooms. Going to see what he is going to use these mushrooms for. Uses one through the boost. Going to take first place from Jody. Going to get the mini turbo boost. Thought he used the mushroom there. Jody has a red shell, so Jonel has to be careful. Probably going to hold onto the shroom for the shortcut. Just going to bump onto these walls.
Both players are playing right next to each other. Jody knows Jonel's going for that cut, but he doesn't know that he's got a green shell in the back ready to stop him. The red shell goes the other way anyways. It doesn't even matter. Where is red shell going?
Yeah, Jonel taking the lead in the early parts of lap number 2. Now about halfway through the lap, Jonel has a banana. Can't see what Jody has. He's going to take this little
hop, skip, and jump.
Hop, skip, and jump over the off-road. Gets a coin in his second slot.
Not what we want to see here, but this banana defense is still going strong.
Can't see what Jody has. Probably trailing a banana red shell, one would assume.
Or he's got a mushroom of his own.
Ooh.
Jonel tries to sabotage, but to no avail. Jody just narrowly dodges the banana.
Yeah, here we are, about halfway through lap number 3. Jonel getting double bananas. Not what you need here.
That's a really bad item look there. But Jody, I think Jody might have messed up. He did slow down just a tad there.
Yeah, Jonel throwing these bananas ahead. Going to pick up this double item at the end of lap number 3. Going to throw the green shell ahead. Falls off the track. Throws the red shell.
It's not enough, though.
That's going to be it for Game 7. Jonel falling in this one. Heading down to the losers bracket. Going to be playing in... What is that?
He'll be in match 25 of round 7. So he'll be playing on April 21st, which I believe... Let me double check. I actually can't look at the calendar.
That is a Monday.
That's a Monday? Oh,
that
my
is
goodness.
Monday.
Well, yeah, be back here for Monday, folks, as D2 has wrapped up for the night.
But we still got
one
more
last match from Mr. Robester here at 8 o'clock. Stay tuned for that. Until then, we will be taking a quick break. We will see you guys shortly.
Alright. We're back.
We're back. I'm here joined by...
Yep, I am Dylan Meyer. I've swapped out here for the previous caster, Alex Belcher, as his throat was not feeling too well. But we're back here on the losers semi side of D1 Nationals for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, we got Roby in the losers semi-finals. We're going to get here on to race number 1 on Toad Harbor.
Very interesting start. I'm a big fan of this, especially with all the cuts, but I'm not sure how it feels to start, really. It's just, I think it's a Roby pick, honestly.
It does feel like a Roby track, but his opponent, Santi, picked this track because he is the number 1 seed of the tournament, Roby being the number 6 seed.
Very crazy thing we're seeing in losing semis, by the way. Number 1 seed versus number 6 seed. That's first and last seed going against each other to not get eliminated, basically.
Yeah, and Santi choosing not to take the upper path, instead choosing for the path with the double item box. Roby out here in first place with a green shell and coin, barely missing the top of that trolley car. Would have gotten an extra trick.
Exactly. Roby here just holding down defense, knowing that he's in the lead. As long as he just keeps these safe paths going, he's got a strong position to take this game, especially here just lap 2.
Yeah, Roby still holding on to this green shell and coin. Santi close on his trail, going to throw a red shell out.
Comes out. We might see another red shell.
Another red shell from Santi.
Don't be a third.
Probably going to take the lead. He has nothing. Roby still has this singular coin.
This next item box is going to be very crucial for Roby as he gets a mushroom.
Ooh. Santi blows that boombox on nothing.
That was so scary. But Roby takes this with a cut.
Heading into lap number 3, Roby has reclaimed possession of first place. Going to try and get these 2 item boxes.
For defense. They know both have items here. We're not sure what Santi can have, but defense here is very good.
Roby dodging that banana that I believe Santi might have left there.
Coin here. No double defense right now. Just straight up holding one thing. A double red could be scary, or just anything to get rid of this banana would keep Roby completely open, especially here at the end. We don't want to see any snipes like that.
Anyways, bomb comes off from Santi. Roby having the wise move to dodge it. Going to take race number 1.
Roby here doing very well, just playing his game, keeping it straight, keeping it forward. Roby here never really let go of that first place. If he did, he still played it very well, able to get what he needs to make some cuts here.
Yeah, we'll see what Santi picks for track number 2. Looks like we're going to Koopa Cape.
I have not seen much of this at all. Is it a pretty fun track? Pretty good one?
Yeah, it's a pretty good track. You start out on like a cliffside. You transition into like a rapid section, followed up by a underwater section, wrapping around back onto this cliffside.
Very interesting here. Let's see how this starts out. Here going in.
Roby looking to take one of these white boxes.
Second place item box. Gets a red shell.
Ooh, but Santi gets a banana. Gonna have that protection.
Not gonna see any quick takeovers here right away, but a good item for the second box might be enough to push Roby ahead.
Roby going for the double item box. Gets
squad banana.
Damn.
Hey, Roby's a killer with these bananas, dude. We might see something crazy.
Yo, Roby's still close enough to try and hit Santi with these bananas. Just gonna dump him off.
You're gonna see a green, maybe a snipe here if he's able to predict well.
Yeah, Roby gonna look to use this green shell. Gonna look to snipe Santi, but just backs it.
See what we get next. A bomb.
Roby has a banana and a bomb. Probably gonna look to get rid of this banana sometime soon. Gonna throw it ahead off the ramp, gonna land in that off-road.
Dude, Roby's getting close with these banana snipes, I will say.
Roby gets another banana. Santi has been pulling out to this lead. He might have hit Santi with the banana.
Red?
Roby getting double reds.
Roby here could do something very good with it.
Roby just gonna wait for the perfect opportunity to throw the red. See Santi pass these item boxes, gonna get a boomerang.
Oh, I think that bomb took care of both reds. Very unfortunate, but also very well placed here from Santi. Roby with this boomerang could do something scary.
Roby probably gonna get rid of the first two throws of this boomerang. Might have hit Santi. Kind of hard to tell. Gonna get a green shell as we head into the underwater section on lap number 3. Santi going up for some items.
Heading into the end game here. Roby here has a mushroom. This could be enough to bring it close, but Roby's gonna have to do something crazy with these bananas. Oh, an unfortunate fall might spell the end here. Yeah, it does.
Roby losing on Koopa Cape. We'll see what Roby will choose for his pick heading into race number 3.
I'm wondering what it could be, dude. I want to see, I don't think it's on rotation, but Baby Park.
Baby Park would be cool. Roby does not like Baby Park.
I don't think anyone likes Baby Park.
But we over here on the cast do enjoy Baby Park as we're going to go to Sunset Wilds.
This is a very, very interesting map choice. I don't know if Roby goes for this much, but I do know that he knows a lot about it.
Yeah, Sunset Wilds going to the frontier of the Great American West. Now, originally on the Game Boy version, as you progress through the race, the sun does set, but on this version, it does not, unfortunately. As Santi going to blow out to begin race number 3.
Blowout, very confusing. I know Roby likes to go for it sometimes while backing, but I'm not sure if this is much of a backing stage here, so it might be...
It is.
Okay.
You can bag on here. Santi, just like that, got caught up, hits Roby with the green shell.
That green shell coming out of basically nowhere. Very, very well played from him, but Roby here needs to get up a deficit.
Roby, getting rid of that banana on the double item box. Gonna get a red shell and a mushroom. I'm gonna throw the red shell here, take a shortcut.
Good use of it. We're gonna see a banana come out. Not much coming from it.
Gonna try and snipe Santi with a banana. Doesn't hit on that shortcut. Gonna have a mushroom and triple green shells here.
Triple green could spell something scary, but he's able just to knock off one of the shy guys here.
Misses one of his green shells. Santi dropping his banana off at the double item box. Roby getting a bomb. Santi.
Scary?
Ooh.
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Don't think it will hit. Ooh, just barely missing Santi on that, third rebound.
I know, but we could see a...
Roby throwing a bomb up.
Unfortunate block there. Roby comes through with it.
Roby dumping that banana off on the boost pads. Santi close on his trail. Roby has a point heading into these final turns of lap number 3.
Want to see what Roby can get from this double item box. It could be pretty good.
Santi has a mushroom. Roby has a red shell.
Gotta throw
Roby
that.
throws the red shell. Roby gonna take race number 3 by a narrow margin.
Roby using that red shell at perfect timing, also able to hold that green shell out for defense, for backing. No matter what he could use it for, that was Roby's game at the very last minute there.
Yep, Roby taking race number 3, going up 2-1 in the set. We'll see what Santi is going to pick for his track.
Bomb snipe mattered, yes.
Santi admiring that beautiful bomb snipe from Roby. We will be going to Wild Woods.
Very interesting pick here. We're kind of seeing more of the back end of tracks. I'm not sure if we really see these much, but I'm enjoying them. New variety is very nice.
Yeah, Wild Woods being a track I like to consider being themed around the Smurfs. as you're in like a small village in the woods.
I do see that as well. It is a very, very Smurf-like map. Pushing into here. Roby is no Smurf. He is just him.
Yeah, Roby going to take this first item box, going to get a coin, Santi gets a red shell. Roby sticking to this right path, Santi going on the left to get some coins.
See how Roby comes out with this. Roby pulls it through. Double shrooms could be very scary if he's able to get a cut, but I'm not sure if there's many shroom cuts on this map.
Yeah, there's just the one shroom cut at the very end of the lap.
Be very interesting to see how he takes it. He might be holding onto that shroom just for that cut you mentioned.
Here
Yes,
we
he
go.
does.
Roby has another bomb, probably going to look to throw it forward. Going to just miss Santi.
Unfortunate, but a good line here could be first place for Roby.
Now Roby has this boombox, and as we saw earlier, John Nell winning 3DS Rainbow Road with a last-second boombox. Can Roby do the same thing here?
Dude, honestly, I'm just excited to see how he can use it. If anything, he might just straight up get rid of it for a better item here right now. Yes, he will.
Roby getting rid of the boombox, going to take over the shroom, going to take the shortcut here at the end, and has a green shell as backup, going to kill that shell.
Oh, not able to get it off. A rebound might shoot it here. Nope, it does not. Oof.
Roby getting another green shell, not exactly what you would like, but probably going to throw it behind him.
Roby, oh my gosh.
Getting a shroom and a shell of a certain color that I will no longer say.
Does the rebound get anything good off of it? I don't think so.
Just breaks on that final wall.
These are not the times for shrooms.
Anyways, Roby has a shroom into this final section of lap 3.
Does
Roby
he get
goes
the cut?
for a banana.
Oh.
Misses.
Doesn't get the snipe there. Roby so close to bringing it to a 3-1 deficit here, but now we are seeing a tied game up here. 2-2. Roby's choice comes up next. Let's see what he wants to do.
Yeah, Roby saying good round. We're going to Cheeseland.
Roby loves this map, dude.
Dude, I also love this map. It was originally based on the myth that the moon is made out of cheese.
Yeah.
So in the Game Boy version, it was like a space themed map. Now we're just in like a cheesy forest of sorts.
I know Roby likes this map because when he was practicing a lot of backing stuff, he straight up just did it only on this one. So he's very good at backing on here as he doesn't spin out. But we can see what he gets here.
Red shell to begin here, but Santi gets a banana.
Holds out that banana just to show him that you can't really hit me right now.
Yeah, we're going into the small anti-gravity section of Cheeseland. Santi still holding onto the banana.
Santi taking these aggressive lines, wants to try and trail Roby to get that banana hit.
Roby still holding on to this red shell. And Shroom lets go of the red shell and hits Santi. Now he has double Shrooms in first place.
That's very good. There's an impressive shroom cut here towards the end of this lap that Roby might just straight up hold these shrooms for, but he's going to need some defense as he's in first place right now.
Yeah, Roby taking a huge risk here, holding on to double Shrooms while in first place. We're going to see if that pays off for him or not.
I would love to see if it does here. We got some love here from Whit Gerard in chat for Roby.
Let's go Roby as well, as he's still holding on to this double shroom. Probably going to look to take the shortcut here at the end. Red shell comes up, but might have hit some cheese.
Dude, Roby able to just take that shortcut, get rid of the red shell. Coin comes out. Roby's still holding on to this shroom as much as he can.
Yeah, Santi going to take over first place. Can't see exactly what he has for an item.
I'm not. Oh, it's a banana right now.
Banana game. Roby heading into this final section of lap 3 with a mushroom. Santi falls off the track. Oh no, lag.
Just a little bit of a desync there. Roby here pushes forward. He's got enough for the barrel cut now. Is he going to profit off of it.
He is.
First place.
Roby's gonna take.
First, Roby up 3-2 over Santi right now. That very, very good. He got those 2 mushrooms and held onto it for the whole game.
Yeah, using one of those mushrooms at the end of lap 2 to slightly extend that lead, and then using the last one to take the lead in the final seconds, taking race number 6, going up 3-2 against the number 1 seed.
I just realized Baby Park is on the menu.
We could play on Baby Park, but no, we're going to Los Angeles.
Dude, LA, man. Let's just hope that there's no bad LA traffic for these 2.
Yeah, let's get some Let's Go Roby in the chat as he heads into this match point on LA laps.
Roby, he has pick for the next one if he is able to lose, if he loses this game. But I'm fairly confident here Roby can bring something out. If anything, see what happens next.
Yo, Roby starting out in first place, gonna go off this border wall.
No luck here, gets the coin.
Ooh, gets hit by a green shell from Santi.
Great use of that green shell here. Roby here holds out coin.
Just gonna hold that coin into an item set, gonna get a green shell of his own.
We might see the same thing come out again. Maybe he's able to predict. Roby Love from Charlie here in chat. Everything that we need right now. Double item box. Gets a...
Roby missing the double item box. Gets a bomb. We'll see if he is able to throw this bomb forward as we head into lap number 2 on Los Angeles. Gonna fly through the Los Angeles Dodgers Stadium.
Oh my gosh! He hit
the bomb
that!
midair!
Roby!
Roby hitting the bomb midair. Now has the shroom for this shortcut. Gonna skip that turn.
Roby takes a huge lead here now with that very well played bomb snipe.
Yeah, Roby now having a banana in first place. Gonna go off this ramp. Gonna get the nice speed boost. Gonna get a coin in his back pocket as we head into the oil field.
Yes, Roby here now has a very not decently, but like good enough size lead right now to squeak out a win here. Holding this banana as long as he can for defense. We just don't want to see anything scary come out right now.
Yeah, Santi, just a bit of lag there on the mini-map, but close on Roby's tail. Gonna see if he is able to keep the shroom.
Red shell comes out here.
Roby wall dodge!
Roby wall dodge!
Roby wall dodge as we head back onto the boardwalk.
Roby here closes this out.
Gonna take first place.
4-2 over the first seed as the bottom seed in this national bracket. Roby moves on to losers finals.
Yes, Roby moving on to losers finals. That is going to be played here. I believe that it's next week on the 24th.
Yep, next week from now, April 24th, he will be going against Danville's DC, who, if you guys were here in the stream earlier, did knock Roby back down into losers bracket. So a rematch here is very, very well appreciated.
Yeah, Roby moving on to losers semis. The birthday boy.
Dude, happy birthday to Roby in chat, man.
Going 3-1 on his special day. Let's get some happy birthday Robies in the chat going.
But for now, I think that should be all from us, if I'm correct.
Well, we got some shout-outs here.
Oh,
well,
yes.
not shout-outs, but some announcements. As on Saturday, July 26th, we have the Race for the Kids. It's a charity Mario Kart tournament at Emerson. Stay tuned for more details.
Followed up with our esports summer camp. We've been running this for about a few years now, each time more successful than the last, on Monday, August 4th and Tuesday, August 5th for all the games you see listed below.
Yeah, we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart, Overwatch 2, and then we have the grand return of Rainbow Six Siege, and then the new introductions in Marvel Rivals and Rocket League. We would like to also take some time to thank our sponsors.
Yep, they are the Marshalltown Chamber of Commerce, Meet in Marshalltown, Hellsberg Jeweler, and Mechdyne.
Special thanks to all our sponsors, and as always, thank you for watching the stream tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful night.
And be back tomorrow for some more gameplay action in these playoff brackets.
Yeah, tomorrow we got, what, Rocket League?
Rocket League and Smash.